Yeah, good morning, guys. This is me, your brother, your friend, Human Steven, this morning. It's going to be a very quick one, also. Today, Saturday, and I'm just trying to relax from the hustle and the bustling here. I just watched I just read a post now by one of the APC, apologists, great supporter of APC, trying to tell us why we must endure the suffering that we are going through right now in Nigeria as a result of the purported removal of subsidy. And he was trying to say that subsidy was introduced, about 30 years ago. That was supposed to last for 6 months. Sorry, guys, but it now lasted for about 30 years, and that the militaries and the other successive civilian administration have not been able to do that, and many talks that he said. I want to reply, right of reply to him, and want come with a hero. I think he's from Delta State or something like that. Sir, number one, when the subsidy was introduced some years back, like you said, it was for a purpose. And the purpose was to put the refineries into place. Because the refineries were down, there was now a need for the importation of fuel to meet up the demands of the Nigerian citizenaries as at that time. And in order to cushion the effect, because they knew quite alright, the people who actually planned the subsidy knew quite alright that when you are importing the already refined product, the price is going to skyrocket. So for them to make sure that the Nigerian people do not suffer for the negligence of the Nigerian government, that was the reason why the subsidy removal was introduced. You get it now? Now, when it continued, it's as a result of the failure of the government then, not being able to fix the refineries. That's why this fraud continued. Do not forget that Bola Ahmed Tinubu also be part of the government since 1999. Sometimes we want to just put the entire burden or the entire situation. Just let me just go away because of the noise from my neighbors, guys. Sometimes we want to just put the blame, only on when you are now at the seat of power. They have what they call the Governors Forum, right from 1999, where Bola Ahmed Tinubu was a governor. And in that Governor Forum, they also take major decisions, and the first decision through the what is it called? To the presidency to take. And most of the decisions that they form is what we only favor them, not that which will benefit the common man. We need to take that home. Now let's continue with that. And when they made such a mistake of the subsidy, the same group of criminals who are also in the corridor party, they took advantage of it. Like the $2 and co. They took advantage of it. They applied for licenses. They began to import fuel into the country. It got to a point during the time of this same APC that the NNPC was now the sole importer of petroleum products into Nigeria. In these last 30 years or so that you just mentioned, why are they not fixed the refineries? Why? Now, you cannot remove a subsidy knowing fully well it is going to bite hard on the ordinary Nigerian people. Tinubu was part of the government of Buhari. The failure of the government of Buhari is a failure of the government of Ahmed Bola Tinubu. You can't separate them. It's not possible. You can't separate them. You know, in politics in a developed world, there is what we call continuism. Now, when there is a continuity between the same political party, when one fails, the other that is coming in, or when one succeeds, the other that is coming in is going to use the success of the one who has succeeded as a campaign. So when you fail, they are also going to tie you to the failure of the government. This APC guy, you guys should stop trying to paint Tinubu's government as different from Buhari's government. It's not different. It is APC policies. Okay, guys, Tinubu failed woefully in his approach in removing the subsidy. Tinubu knew, like he said, the subsidy was a scam. He knew that. Tinubu knew that most of the crude that is being imported into this country is being smuggled out to nearby countries like the Niger, the Cameroon, and all. He knew that. So why will he now want the people to suffer for the negligence and the mistake of the government? That is the issue. Now, you're talking about China, you're talking about Singapore, you're talking about Malaysia, and other countries who had went through this revolutionary system. Was this how it was done? The answer is no. Before China began to do what they were doing, they were already preparing for the industrialization of China. They didn't just wake up one day, took a decision, and after they have taken a decision, they will now start checking on what to do. They had a plan, a long-term plan on what they intended doing before they took the decision that they took. So decisions are not just taken, in absenteeism of no plans. You just wake up, you don't decide, this is how I want to go. Then after you have taken the decision, before you now start planning. That will never make the economy grow. Now, China succeeded because they've already prepared the ground to industrialize China. So at the time they did what they did, the people were already getting prepared. There is nothing here that will make Nigeria to go up. Everything we do in this country is based on PMS. That is the issue. China has already created, the basic amenities that the people need. Light, good road, and healthcare system for its people. So at that point in time, it is easy for anyone to survive, easily, and they made education next to free. Yeah, I just heard they just increased the unitary school from 40,000 to 100,000 naira. You are talking about what you are saying? Sometimes I want to imagine, I want to think how our people, Nigerians, how actually they think. I think the major problem of this country is, I've said it before, it's not the people in power, it's the followers of the people in power. We are the problem. Until we realize who we are and what we are, we will not be able to run away from this mess that we have put ourselves in. This same group of people praised Buhari for 8 years. At the time Buhari was leaving, they started complaining of the mess Buhari have created. This group now are now coming again, praising this man who had in 3 months put Nigeria in this state that we are today. And tomorrow, when he would have failed woefully, when an election will be coming on, they will start praising him, trying to defend the rot that he has created. How can you remove a subsidy and you are giving people to buy bulletproof cars? How can you remove a subsidy and you are giving billions of naira for the renovation of the National Assembly? How can you remove subsidy that you are giving billions of naira for the renovation of Aso Villa? How can you remove subsidy that you gave over 40 billion naira to the judiciary? How can you remove subsidy that the money that was supposed to be used for the betterment of those who are now bearing the bond of your decision are being shared among the few, less than 1% of the criminals that have held Nigeria hostage? And people will still sit down there and praise these people. People will still sit down there and clap for them that they are doing the right thing. Are you guys really serious? Are you guys really, really serious, guys? Are you guys really, really serious? Guys, it is a pity that we have not learned yet. That's the truth. It's a pit that we have not learned. I just pray we learn on time so we can be able to escape what is about to befall this country. Thank you, guys. I'm bye for now.